Okay, I'll be doing my first review of another player, at least on a video. So I don't know this person's rank, but that's fine. So we're playing on Route 66, and first of all, we gotta look at our comp. So we're running a Genji, Hanzo, Lucio, Ana, D.Va, and a Rein. So this is a decent comp. There's combos here. I'd kind of prefer the Zarya though for the combo with the Hanzo here, but that's okay. We have Nano Blade. That's pretty good. We've good spam damage. The Lucio, maybe the Lucio instead of Zen here as well. That might be better because we don't really have much of a like. You'd want to be rushing here, but I don't know. We'll see how they actually do now. I wouldn't expect them to be able to play a rush too well. So good position for Ana. For something you should know about Ana for here anyway is this is a good position to start on. But let's say the payload gets to around here and your teammates are kind of holding here. You can move over here with Ana and use this cover. It's really useful. As well as you can get any early sleeps on a tracer that might come through here or underneath. So it's pretty good position. Okay, so we'll see how this fight goes now. This is my first, like I said, first time reviewing someone else. So I think what I'm going to do is find out why we lost a team fight, and then I'll go through what I'd do instead. So let's just see how this plays out at the start. Running a Tracer, Ana, Zarya, Rein, Lucio, and a Hanzo. Okay. Let's just see now. Okay. Okay, that's a well. I don't think that nade was intentional, but anyway. So there's a few things that we did wrong here. Let's start it again from the very start. The first mistake is when Lucio jumps on us. Straight Lucio boops us. You're not really that low health, and you're getting help from your D.Va. So, but you use nade straight away when he comes. And I get the plan. You wanted to nade him, but you really didn't need to use it. As well as he was already way past you. And then the next mistake is you don't even turn around. You just kind of keep healing, which is fine. You got to keep your team top, sure, but no one's really low besides the Hanzo that was low there, but he's a Lucio there with him. So I would have turned around, got the Lucio, and if you manage to get the Lucio with your D.Va here, that's a free pick, and you would have won the team fight, I'd say, just off that. He's pretty much hard throwing by rushing there. Anyway, come down here, you try to heal Hanzo. Something I noticed as well is there's no quick scoping going on here. You should be trying to quick scope a lot more often. It's really, like, if you don't know, when you don't quick scope, you're shooting from the hip, you're basically shooting a projectile. But if you quick scope with Ana, it becomes a hit scan. So I always try to quick scope. Here then, our Rein is being pressured and we don't have any type of nade from, mainly because we just used it. Actually, another thing as well. When Lucio dove you there, instead of using the nade, your first priority should have been using the sleep. Because if you got a sleep there, that would have been an easy kill. So, again, you're trying to keep Rein tops. Didn't have nade, that's why he lost it fine. Get a pick though, that works out. Again, Lucio's on you, so what do? Lucio gets you straight away and you miss sleep. So the only reason he killed you here is that you just ignore them. Like, he was still in your backline. This whole time he was in your backline. And you didn't look around like once. You just left him for someone else. Obviously, you might not always be able to like 1v1 these characters when they're flanking you, but just doing, like, looking at them and doing damage to them goes a long way. So we'll go to the next team fight now.
Much better than a cabana on the beach.
Okay, keep topped up. You want to get, so what I'd be thinking to do here is trying to get Nano. I want to be getting Nano so I can give it to my Genji or my Rein. We could Brig now, that's a good switch, but now you, okay. So if you have Lucio and you Nano Rein, it's a really good combo because Lucio speeds him right in. But if you've no Lucio and you're Nanoing Rein, it's a lot more difficult to get value out of it. So now I'd be focusing on only Nanoing either my Genji or my Soldier. Yeah, so again, topping them all up. Here, I would be going for a nade, like, their Rein is fighting your Rein, and they're both dropping their shields a lot. So if you threw a nade here, you'd hit our Rein, keep him topped, and then you'd also probably nade their Rein. So, or anti their Ryan. So I would have gone for the nade here. Let's see if you do it though. Maybe you do. Yeah, see, our Ryan gets, their Ana does what you should have done a bit earlier. But you do it anyway there, that's good. Our Ryan dies because of that. Or even, let me just do that again. This whole fight, right, you've sleep and you've nade. You see the Ryan fight about to happen here. You should immediately kind of be going up, kind of go for a sleep on the Ryan or the nade on the Ryan, but you just kind of keep healing and you ignore your abilities. And when you do use your nade, it's too late. So immediately when you see that, the chance to use your abilities on him. We're down one. You should be just trying to stay alive and farm your ult right now. If you still lose point, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, okay. Now you have Nano. You can focus on the next team fight. That's what I'll be doing. Backing up, focusing on the next team fight. Lose another. Just keep falling back. Keep falling back. Try to quick up a bit more. Again, not really seeing enough of it. Genji's out there. That's fine. He dies. That's fine. Just want to regroup now. Good hit on the Echo. That's a good thing to be doing, actually. As Ana, it's not your job to kill these characters, but even just pressuring like Pharahs, Echoes, that kind of thing, is always handy. So that was a good shot right there. Do that a lot more whenever you have an enemy Echo. Keep yourself top there. I wouldn't have used the nade there in that position, mainly because were you? I don't think you were going to die, were you? Let me check that now. Remember, you break heals, so you don't always got to use nade for yourself. Break heals you there. Took a bit of that. Oh no, actually, yeah, you were. Yeah, that was right. Okay, so then you Nano. This is what I'm talking about. So this Nano you're pressuring, sure, but you have no speed. Your Ryan's a fair bit away from their Ryan, and you used your nade. So nothing, and as well as your own Genji almost has blade. So this was really kind of a waste, in my opinion. We'll see how it plays out, though. Yeah, then you get grabbed. Your Ryan's not even with you now because he wanted to push up with his nade or with his Nano. So now you don't have any shield to cover you, and you die. Yeah, okay. So yeah, what I would have done instead is save Nano, try to stay alive, Nano Genji, win the team fight. Because as well as look here, they don't have Lucio ult. So that would have been free basically, unless, yeah, that would have been free. Even another thing as well as, you knew they had Grav Dragon. And they're not pushed all the way yet. So maybe as well you could just give them the team fight without giving any ults. Come back next team fight, use your ults, win it as well. So gotta be thinking more in the future kind of thing. So yeah, okay, we're going back now. We have 3 ults, almost 4 basically. We're looking good ults wise. Our Ryan is 1v1ing the Lucio. Okay. Nice, you got the Lucio, that's a good pick to go in now. I'd expect a good advantage coming into this fight now. Ryan's going a bit early, but that's fine. You want to keep him alive? I would use, okay, yeah, that's fine. You couldn't really do anything there. Your tank kind of pushed up too early. You're a bit late. So like you slept there, Ryan, right here. But then and then you backed up and then you just kind of waited there for like 2 seconds. You should have gone straight to the other door, like straight away. Don't even think about it kind of thing. And by the time you go there, you already lose a break. I think you still win this, but... See, you should be quick scoping there, not doing damage, but healing your Genji. You got a good nade, that was a good nade. Just keep your D.Va top, that's your job right now. Your movement's not too bad either. Keep her top. Now you just farm it. You want to farm nade again, and also look out for the C9. You're very close. Okay, so what I'd be thinking right now is, so that was actually a good retake. You've got ults coming up. This time, if your soldier doesn't use it too early, I would try to save up your Nano for your soldier. You're moving up now. Good, keeping him top. Good positioning. Yeah, good positioning. A rule as well that I like to use for positioning wise is if the enemy have a lot of hit scans, you want to stay close to your team. And if they have a lot of, like, so if they have a lot of range, stay close. If they have a lot of close range, like Genjis and Tracers, you want to stay really far back. And the reason is, let's say they have a Genji and a Tracer, or even just a full dive comp, and you're playing Ana from like all the way back here. They're gonna have to go all the way here to get to you and like leave, and you're basically baiting them back for your own team to go and kill them. And then if you're against, let's say, an Ashe and a Widow, right? And you've got a Rein on your team, and you're staying close to the Rein all the time, they're going to have to try to hit you while you're next to this big, giant German man, you know what I mean? So they're the two reasons why you should be positioning certain ways. At least that's the basics of how I like to try and follow. Okay, you lose your break, that I don't know, she just kind of died instantly. Even if you were looking at her, she would have died, I'd say. You got a good nade, but you're in kind of a bad position right now. Miss sleep again. Your sleeps definitely need to work, I think. I don't think I've seen you get a sleep so far. And they're probably the handiest thing. Sleeps can literally carry just as hard as nades, good nades. So let's replay that again, and let's think about what I'd do here. Okay, so we know they only have one ult, so you should be a bit more confident. You're staying like really well, like you're in a good position to not take damage right now, but you're not looking actively for nades. There's a Rein here on payload, right? And obviously coming back here to help with your soldier with him is good and all. But if you stayed up here and you were playing here, you could have naded the Echo and helped your D.Va get a free pick there. I think the Echo still dies anyway, but this is good. You should be looking more for, think more about how can I get kills instead of how can I stay alive. Obviously you want to do both, but getting kills is the harder thing to do in my opinion anyway. And you want to be looking to do that. So yeah, you back up here only to die basically. But if you were up here and you learned that there was the enemy was behind you, you could have gone through here, you could have had high ground, you could have gotten nades, you could have gotten sleeps, and you could have kept everyone top without taking too much damage. So positioning was huge here. This is why you lost this part. It was just your positioning. Your team could have still died, sure, but being up here is so much better. So okay, I think I'm going to keep it that formula of seeing what the mistake was and then seeing what I would have done instead. That might be handy. Okay. Okay, last fight. They have really good time right now, so I would want to be stopping this straight away. So I want to be hyper aggressive right now. You're doing damage onto the shield, that's good. You should be falling back, that's good. You got to sleep, that's good. You got a big nade, that's really good, really good. Yeah, that's really good, really good. Good nade, good sleep. That was perfect right there. Okay, now you're moving up to high ground. That's good. Good, 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 good. Moving up. So this is good positioning now so far. And so yeah, this is perfect. They have a Tracer now, so you should be up here. You should be far back. You should be in areas where it's hard for Tracer to get to you. At least make her use her blinks and make her use some effort to get to you. You know, keeping everyone top tier. You're you get a nade. Okay, missed a nade. That's fine. You maybe as well. So right there, you kind of threw a nade, kind of praying that it would hit something. But you could have moved a bit further up. You could have looked here, naded, took the little platform back here. You know. So try be a bit more aggressive. I notice you're just kind of you're hoping to get a nade in these like safer areas, but you can push up. You really can. You have nano. You could. So what I'm thinking, what I'd be thinking right now is I can either nano soldier, which I probably will do, or if Genji gets played fast enough, I'll nano him. So it's up to you. Here I see Zarya. She has bubbled, so you should be you've nade coming up. You should nade her straight away when her bubble leaves. So nade, get a nade. That's good. That's good. You lose your ball. You miss the sleep. Let's see how this plays out now. I'd be nano. I'd actually just nano Genji right now. Genji will then get really aggressive. He'll be able to farm his blade really quick, and you might be able to win it just off that. So I would nano Genji right now. Your aim's pretty good. It's not that bad. Again, nano Genji, nano Genji. You see, okay, this is even perfect. You should nano someone now. You just got a nade. Nano Genji, he goes in, he gets the free kill, he pushes, he wins the team fight. But if you don't do it, you die. Yeah. So you should have been more proactive. Don't always wait for your team. Sometimes you need to push your DPS to do it straight away, you know? Don't always wait for them to get ult. That's a prime example of why not. If you So if we replay that again, if you, so you're doing well here, good positioning. You get a nade. If you nadded right now, you would have won that team fight. That's literally, you would have won that team fight right there. Unless the Genji's absolute trash. But you wait. And obviously it was too hard to, so yeah, that was your only mistake there. That was actually pretty good in terms of positioning wise. You got nades, you got sleeps. That was pretty good. The only thing that messed you up there was your nano. Be more ballsy with it, you know? Alright, so you're regrouping again. You have 3 minutes on the clock. You're just kind of getting rolled. That's the really annoying thing here. That's fine though. Okay, so you get a pick, that's good. You lose another one that you're down to now. Get a nade, that's good. That's good, like you missed that sleep, but the intention was good. You were going for the sleep on the hog. If you slept that hog, you would have created an opportunity for your team. So you're doing good things here. Okay, again, their bubbles, always try to pay attention with the bubbles. This is such an easy target for nades. When Zaryas come out, and they, especially the lower rank you get, Zaryas will be bubbling and they will mistime their bubble, so it'll end and they'll still be out in the open. So look at bubble targets, they're really easy to nade. Again, you keep the everyone top. You still have nade, or nano. You get a nade, I wouldn't nano yet now. Hog used breather, so you should be thinking about that. You gotta get sleep on the hog, that's good. I would nano, what's it called now? Yeah, there you go. Well, I was gonna nano ball, but that works too. Good nano. See, that's good. You were trying to hit the Lucio there. Get a good nade. Still lose the fight. You gotta sleep. That's good sleep on the Zarya. Hajar Zarya. So the main reason, you know, this whole fight wasn't really that bad. It really wasn't. But if you really wanted to like ensure you win these things, you need to have more of a carry kind of mindset. So like, if you got more than one nade there, you would have definitely won that, I'd say, that team fight. But you only got one, which is still fine. One nade usually works, but if you want to guarantee that you win, you'd want to be trying to get more, you know? One nade completely works though. Looking at Lucio for a sec, that was good. You got a nade, that's good, blah blah blah. Good sleep, there we go. And you should be backing up now, like you are. Good. You're looking for a bit of damage. Oh, that's another thing. Sometimes you're waiting for your team to come back, so obviously you can't always get kills, but trying to hit the enemy will get you some ult charge while your team's still respawning. So you gotta try to prepare for the next fight, even when your team isn't all back yet, you know? You go for the nade, that's good. You're being aggressive with your utility now. You weren't so much at the start, but now you are. You've good ideas, like. Keep your diva tops. You get a good. That's again good nade. Good nades. You really are doing good nades here. You're holding on to sleep a lot. Like you could have tried to sleep the Zarya there. You should be more proactive again with your abilities. I think you have the right idea, but you're just not being active enough. You have times where you just hold on to abilities for a needless amount of time. Again, you still have one here. You get a sleep here. Yes, good. Okay, you have 15 nano. Get a good pick on the hog. So that was good. That you did well there. That hog nade got you a free kill. Now I'd just be focusing. Now I'm thinking to myself, if I was here, I'd be thinking, okay, we've won this team fight. Now I just want to try top up my team, build up my ults. Yeah, so team's just cleaning up now. That's good. Good. Much better this map now. Okay, farming up your ults. If you can save up from Nano Blade here, you should be able to stop the payload right here. Or even just a Nano Soldier as well. So what I'd be really wary about now is I would want to stop being as aggressive personally, and I'd be thinking, okay, I gotta be super safe. I just need to survive to get my Nano for us to win this. That's all I need to do. That's what I'm thinking in my head if I was here. Your Briggs with you, that's good, but your positioning could be better. You should go back up here every time. Something I kind of noticed with a lot of lower level players is like they'll get the good position at first, like you'll stand here like you did at the start, and then eventually you'll move down and you won't go back up. Just always go back up after every team fight, you know? You want to stay up there. Keeping them top, that's good. You were looking for your nade there, didn't see an opportunity, you saved, that was good. It's fine. See, that's another example of a nade where you're just kind of guessing, you know? You just try to throw nades you know will hit, and obviously that's kind of hard because sometimes you can be holding on to them for a very long time, but you got to start looking like a more obvious area. Think to yourself, there's really easy ways to get nades. The enemy will always be closest to payload, so look for around the payload. You want to try splash nades off walls. So let's say you couldn't hit the nade off the Doom here. If you splashed it off the wall, it would hit him as well, you know? And that's a way to get around shields as well. So just try to look for more obvious areas and nades. Think to yourself, where do the teams usually hang out, you know? People are not always over here. They're a lot more likely to be in the middle or up here. The enemy is very unlikely to be here, you know? So think about likely spots you've seen. Again, your aim isn't too bad, you're keeping everyone topped a bit. You have nano now. So my idea, see, there's people coming out now. I would nade right now. Like, try to get a nade on these guys because I know they're all here. And then nano blade and win. That would be my plan. And because you waited, you got grabbed and died. You took too long to use your ults and to win, basically. As well as your Genji did kind of blade out of position, but you also could have pushed up and nanoed him. And even if you died, you still would have won the team fight. So, again, just a bit more aggro with your nano. Don't wait for the perfect situation. You gotta kind of make the perfect situation, you know? Okay, yeah, that's... Oh, I gotta come back here. Where were we? You come out and you nano your hog, I think. Okay. So yeah, you're first coming out on a respawn like this, you need to be thinking to use your nano straight away. And you're right actually to nano the hog, but I think by the time you came out, his ult was over, so not the best. I would actually nano, not the hog, but either D.Va or my break. More likely my D.Va. And the reason is, hog already is using breather right there. He used these ults, and D.Va probably has boosters because I didn't see her use them there. So if I nanoed her, she'd be able to push onto Lucio and probably get a kill on him. Because D.Va is really good close range. That's the biggest thing there. You get a good nade. Huge nade. Really good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, now you're just playing overtime. You want to try nade. There you go. Okay, so far, like, that's kind of gutting, actually, because your last point you did very well. But the first 2 points, it was just minor mistakes. So, let me just think now. What was the biggest things I noticed here? So, a few pointers, anyway, like, main points I've noticed so far, is if you're getting flanked, number one, you need to pay more attention to who's flanking you and try to kill them straight away. Don't use your nades preemptively. So sometimes you use them when you don't need to use them, you know, on yourself. Use them on the enemy, because remember, you have another healer. That person can heal you too. Third, your nanos. You wait a bit too long for your nanos. Sometimes you need to be looking to get your nano out immediately. What I'm farming my nanos, I'm thinking, okay, I need to farm it. Gotta use it straight away. I gotta get my next nano, and I want to get as many nanos as I can in a single match, you know. So that's what you need to start thinking a bit more. But besides that, like, and lastly, your positioning needs to be more consistent. Like, I found that when you start at this point, you had great positioning, but the moment you maybe lost or maybe their team pushed up, you changed your position to low ground when you could have been up here on the truck or top left here. So keep positioning consistent. Always go back to those areas. Don't just go back straight to the payload after you lose position once, you know? Okay. I hope this is good now. Like I said, this is my first time reviewing someone else, so I don't want to be too rude either. I don't like being rude about these things. So, because I think everyone does have something they're naturally strong at. Like for me, I think my game sense kind of gets, I'm strong with my game sense, but my mechanics need a lot of work. And that's why, as well as I find confidence affects my mechanics. Like if I'm not very confident, I won't shoot very well. So, anyway, let's look at your team comps again. So, Ana, D.Va, Hog, Mercy, Hanzo, and a Genji. So yeah, you have your Nano Blade, that works out, sure. And you can farm off your Hog, that's another good pick. I would probably. This works, but I mean, I would have gone Zen here, but you know, this works too, because you've done an out combo. If you didn't have the Genji, it'd probably be better to go like Zen. So let's look your attack now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers in
Okay. They've got doubles. They've got a weird comp. Double shield for Echo.
correct choice.
Mercy. Good, that's a good chat right there. Yeah.
Scratch, you'll be fine.
See, if you were trying to, if you did a quick scope there, you probably would have hit that straight away. Try to do quick scopes more. That's an example of like why it's just a bad idea to shoot from the hip. You do your quick scopes every once in a while, but you gotta just bump it up a bit, do a bit more. You get pushed here, you get a good sleep. That's perfect. Perfect sleep. Well, I don't remember you. I kind of wished you had nade. Where did you use nade? Let's see. How did you use nade?
Watching your back.
Yeah, so my question is why'd you nade here? Your hog got slept, but he's still full health. He's actually in relative cover. And he's kind of perfect bait. Like what I'm thinking is if my hog gets slept, right? The enemy team either wants to kill him from far away or push him. And in this case he gets pushed. So you should be saving your cooldown. So right here, the person who's pushing him is Rein. Rein comes in, you sleep him, that's good, but you could have naded him there too and made it even faster. He could have been practically an instant kill. So you'd no need to use your nade on the hog there. So that's another example of just kind of like a, you know, an unnecessary nade. Like your hog was full HP. Again, you've nade now again. You use it on your team. I wouldn't have, like again, you don't need to there. Your team isn't being attacked. They're low, but your D.Va's behind cover and your Hanzo's being healed by the Mercy. So I wouldn't have naded there. That's fine though, you know, it works, but you should be so you have sleep here. You peeked, you saw the Ana was to the left. I would have tried my luck with the Ana trying to get the sleep there. Or focus, like when you don't have to heal your team, try focus down shields, because when the shields are dead, you have more chance to get a good sleep. So yeah, you should shield once there, that's fine, but a bit more. Again, see, you should have slept there. They had no shields, it was down, they were backing up, you had a perfect opportunity to get a sleep. You got a good nade though, that's good. Good nade, good nade. Keep everyone topped. You almost have nano. So I would be getting a bit ballsy here, and what I would actually do is, wait, what cooldowns do you have now? You have sleep again, and you know your Echo, there's an Echo Mercy here, and their whole team right there. So I would have peeked here, I would have tried to gone for a sleep. If I missed it, just that's fine, go back to focusing on my teammates. If I didn't, that would have been a free pick. So take chances a bit more with your sleep, like not the chances where you're guessing where the enemy is. You know where the enemy is here. You just try to hit them, you know? Try to hit it. You probably won't hit them straight away. You'll probably fail a lot of the time. Same with if you're trying to sleep Genjis who are blading, you know. But practice makes perfect. You will get a bit better. You know, maybe at the start you might get these sleeps in the air 1 out of 100 times, maybe then. But as you go on, it might come into 1 out of every 80, 1 of every 50, and then you know, just you're gonna get better, like. But not unless you take the risks. Be more aggressive with everything, basically. Good nade there. But not so like you got a nade there, but if you nanoed hog, he would have pushed up on that nade, probably got a kill again. So sometimes you get a nade, but you're not really doing anything off it. So try to force a play here. You miss a sleep, you nano hog. This is a bad nano now because hog has no ult. You have no nade or nade on the enemy or sleep, and now he just kind of. You know, just gonna push up and do nothing really. He's making pressure, sure, but like this isn't gonna win you the match. You know, this is only gonna do the bare minimum. You know, if you want to win, you gotta. Okay, he gets the pick anyway. That's fine. You were too aggro though. Why would you? So you pushed up with hog, knowing that the enemy's top right. So now you're just free to die basically. So that's I don't know. Do you die? Now you're out of position, and you get picked. So. Too aggro. So let's see what I would have done here. Miss sleep. Okay, well first of all, you shouldn't have done it. What I would have done, right, is gone up here with the rest of my team, healed my my hog from up here. I knew their Sigma shield would be low, so while I'm up there, I would go for a nade on the Sigma. If I hit the nade on the Sigma, I would have natted my hog, let him push, kill the Sigma. That's how you would have won this team fight, I'd say. Or even while you're up here, you could be shooting up here, you could be focusing people up here as well. Use your cover here. So you need to be looking at high ground a lot more as an option. As Ana, you were close here for no particular reason. You looked for a nade, that was good. You got the nade, but he would have died anyway. Your hog nanoed and he hooked the Torbs. You didn't really need to push up there. Okay. Anyway. Next team fight. So you push up anyway. That's actually not a bad push. You did get some space.
I've come back from worse.
So now I'll be thinking about ults again. You have 2 ults, you have Valk and you have Hog ults.
I have your back.
So believe it or not, a good nano target is actually Hog's ults. But obviously I don't think you're going to have nano in time. So what I'd be focusing on now is obviously farming nano, sure, but I want to be focused on how can I help my hog to win this, or anyone who's ulting. How can I help them to win this more? So when your hog ults, try to nade someone who's fighting, you know? Get them even weaker, get them almost an insta-kill. Look for sleeps as well, for picks.
The payload moving.
Or I completely forgot as well. So obviously Echo doesn't have an ult now, but if Echo has ult, you should be trying to sleep her. If Sigma has ult, try to sleep her, or try to sleep him. If Soldier has ult, try to sleep him. You know, there's actually a lot of targets in this game that you can sleep out of their ult. Just trying to at first. You won't hit them at first, you probably won't, but like I said, practice them. And imagine if you could hit even one Soldier ulting every match. That would be huge. That would win you a team fight, essentially. Same with if you could hit a Sigma or hit an Echo. So practice your sleeps a bit more and try to be aggressive with them. You know, shut down the enemy before they even try to get a kill. I think you're trying to go for a nade there. You do, but obviously D.Va has Matrix. You probably know this already, but you know, wait out D.Va's Matrix. Don't risk that. Don't waste that nade there. You know she's right there. So either go for the nade when she's turning away and not matrixing, or go for it on someone else. So don't waste perfectly good nade. Perfectly good nade. Get a good sleep. I'd be keeping my Soldier top Tiamat's ult. You want him alive. You need to, he's your win condition right now. That didn't hit somehow. That's fine. You got a good nade on the D.Va. Keep your D.Va alive. Stay up here. That's a good position. Your Soldier's ulting too. I don't know what that dragon was. Missed the nade. And you get... that's a good... Okay. So, let's see what happened here. You keep your D.Va alive, that's good. You back up into here. You almost have all coming up. You missed a sleep, you stay at, or you missed a nade, you stay a bit too long there, and you get solo ulted. So, this position is good, but in this team fight, you know that they have a lot of ults. So you should be playing a bit safer. You don't want them to see you as Ana. You actually see you have 89% in ult here. So what if instead of you pushing up here, that you stayed down back here and you were just silently farming your nano slowly, and you let them all fight up there? You probably would have got your nano. You probably wouldn't have died, and you probably could have nanoed one of your teammates and won the team fight. So don't be aggressive when there's a big fight coming up, especially with a lot of ults. There's no need. You get a good sleep there. If you stayed here, wait it out, you would be fine. Yeah, they're all just kind of pushing you then, so... So that was a good sleep there, but obviously it would have been better on the Sigma. You would have survived then. So yeah, the thing here, don't be aggressive when you know there's a big fight coming up. That's another thing to kind of think about. Or if you are, have a plan at least. Don't just go in and hope for it's the best, you know. You have nano anyway, so this is winnable. This is very winnable. You guys pushed up cart. You got picks, so this could be Let's see how if your team gets back now. You have a Kree now. You lose one, she bombs for some reason. Good, okay, so good attempt on the sleep there. You actually should be playing safe now, so just kind of wait for your team. I don't know why your team's up there. Yeah, I don't know why they're there. You have basically one fight left, so you got to be regrouping. You got to be thinking about what you can do here. This is really difficult. I'm not gonna lie, you have a very shitty little comp here for this retake. But my plan right now I would want to be going high ground with this for the last fight. I'd want to be going over here. I'd probably try to communicate my diva to come with me. She might not. That's fine. But you know, it's all the idea. Go over here. Go for a nade. Let's say you hit a nade on the soldier here. Diva flies in, gets a kill on him, and that's your first pick for the team fight. So you gotta have a plan. Right now, you're just kind of seeing everyone die. You're kind of standing there. You know, you're noticing them come back. You're grouping up now. Where are you going now? Are you going higher? If you are, that's good. What's going on here? Are y'all just stand? Okay, y'all just standing there. Okay, yeah. See, they're all up there. You're down here for some reason. You're making this harder for yourself. And now because you're down here, you're forcing your teammates back to you here, which is not really a good position. You're purposely, when you're fighting on low ground, you're purposely putting yourself at a disadvantage. It's hard to shoot them up here, but if you were up there, it'd be a lot easier. Use the nade when you shouldn't have. I do that sometimes too. You know, it's kind of like a nervous nade. You're like, oh, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. But beware of that. You don't want to be wasting nades like that. So let's see how this plays out now. I mean, that worked out, but I don't know if you knew why it worked out, you know. So yeah, you're looking for your nano, that's fine. But as a result, you're focusing right on Diva. Diva shuts down Soldier, who has an ult, so that worked out really well. But I don't know if you planned for Diva to go and kill Soldier. If you did, that was good. If you didn't, think about it like more of that worked out. Think about why that worked out. Because if Diva didn't go for Soldier there, or you didn't know Soldier had ult, and she went for someone else, it would have been just kind of a wasted ult, basically. When someone dies as well, you should be looking for the res, that sort of thing. You can sleep the res. Yeah, see, res right there. You should be sleeping that, not this. Well, I mean, I don't think it really mattered there. Your